Hi, beautiful Pisces. Welcome to a new era. My name is Emma. Pisces, I wanted to do something a little bit different for you this time. I asked my guys where I can be of greatest service, and what came to me was the ascension process. Like, where are you on your ascension, on your ascension journey? And maybe get some information about it, maybe some solutions, some inspiration. So that's what we're going to look at today. And it's for the end of May until the end of June of 2022. So the ascension process for Pisces, please. What can we tell them? And we're going to start with 3 initial cards here and then just go deeper into that energy. First card out. Pisces. 2 of Spring. And actually, Aquarius had this as a first card as well. So if you have some sort of if you're in alignment with Aquarius somehow, some way, if you are an Aquarius, you can be Aquarius sun and you can have a Pisces moon. That's why you're here listening to this reading, or you're an Aquarius moon or Aquarius rising, or you just have Aquarius in your chart. I would maybe check that reading out, because the first one is always the strongest one, and this came out as a double with another card, but this came out. So second and third, please. It might then be a completely different message, but it's the same like an initial card. So if you feel drawn to the Aquarius reading, please check it out. Second and third card for Pisces here, please. Bit, so let's see what they're figuring out here. There you go. Wow. Princess of Spring and the Strength card. She always looks like Marilyn, or she always looks like, she looks what she looks like, but I always think of Marilyn Monroe when I see this. An icon. And the Strength card. So those are beautiful energies here. So 2 of Spring. A bright future manifested through hard work and creativity, partnering with others who share your dreams. Great progress being made. We're going to need a bigger boat. That's what I'm thinking about. If you ever saw Jaws, hajen, you know that expression. We're going to need a bigger boat. It's like one of the greatest expressions, or like movie lines ever. I don't know if you need a bigger boat though, but maybe you have bigger dreams, bigger visions, bigger ideas. Actually, now when I'm looking at this, it looks like, okay, so we have a boat here that's upside down, right? But here it looks like freaking Titanic is coming in. We're gonna need a bigger boat. Like we're moving this thing out of the way. It feels like, okay, let's get this boat, this little tiny boat. What is that still doing here? Like, move that out of the way so that this grand, it's almost looking like a cruise ship. It's not, but that's what's coming through here today. It looks like a cruise ship, or like, it's not Titanic in the sense that this is gonna not end well. It's just a enormity, like the just ginormous size of it all. And I don't believe in like we're gonna need a bigger boat. I didn't say that to Aquarius. So there's something here like you're planning for something grand. This is a bright future manifested through hard work and creativity, partnering with others who share your dreams. Great progress being made. So you're going for something. You're like, this is a general reading, so that's going to be different for everyone, but it's like you're planning for something, planting the seeds for quite some time, and now like we're taking the smaller things out of the way, and so now like the bigger things can come in. Together with Princess of Spring, it's time to go after your dreams. Do something that expands your horizons. Let your creativity take flight. So this is really, really inspiring you to just keep having that vision. You had it from the beginning. There's a grand vision here. There's a grand dream or something, like you want to go for something. And whatever that is for you, like dreams look different for different people. Someone just wants a race with like 500 kronor. What is that? Well, someone wants a race with like $100 a month, and that could be like huge. And someone else wants, like, your biggest dream is to become the next Nobel Peace Prize winner, or like a movie star, or like I don't know, something like that's just really grand. So there's different levels of this grandiosity, but it's big to you. For you, this feels big, and this is coming in to say, go for it. Really, really go for it. It's there for you if you want it. Just claim it. And when you see all those butterflies on the bottom there, right? So there's a grand transformation. So remember, this is the Ascension process reading. So underneath it all, the Ascension is like brewing and going on no matter what you're doing. And you're being called to greater service or to greater experiences right now. There could be like something has happened in your life that just expands your, like it forces you to look beyond or look from a different perspective. If you're very narrow-minded, if something takes place in your life that is like a little bit overwhelming, it can even be like a big dream that you have, and once this big dream you see come closer and closer and closer, and as it does, it becomes more and more overwhelming. Or if there's something, a grand shift that takes place in your life, 1 minute this was the situation and the next minute this is the new reality, it demands a different perspective from you. Does that make sense? You just need to look at the situation from a new vantage point, from a new perspective, in order for you to really cope with the situation. And whatever this is that's taking place in your life right now is stretching you on this ascension process. That's allowing you to come closer and closer to the love vibration, right? So ascension is the love vibration, right? You're letting go of lower vibrational energies, like the emotions attached to that is anger and hurt and depression and fear and frustration and revenge, all of those lower vibes, right? And we're climbing higher and higher up. And whatever the situation is that has already started to take place in your life, something has shifted you that is stretching you to just become higher and higher. And you're really being inspired to do so. It's time to go after your dreams. It's what it says. And this, since this is Marilyn Monroe, someone might just have like I want to be a movie star. I want to be a artist. You want to be a singer. Like for the masses, or at least like in your own city, everyone knows your name. Or just want to get your music out there. I just love the shoes on her. Like, it's just a playfulness there. It's someone that's not really taking themselves too seriously. Like Pisces, sometimes you're sort of being accused of being taking everything so serious. Like, you're such a deep sign. You're such an emotional sign. You're so sensitive. But you also, Pisces, have like such a witty, you're super, super psychic. So understand that sometimes like the life of just the energies taking place around you, it makes you quite serious sometimes, because it is a lot to cope with. But once you're through that, and once you're sort of getting the hang of this planet and getting the hang of this energy a little bit more, and not being tossed around like in everyone else's energies, you're sort of become more and more self-reliant and more like stable in your own energy. Pisces are quite witty, like really humorous and really light-hearted. And I just see someone here that is just really not taking themselves too seriously. Like, you can really, the joke's on you. You can, at the expense of you. Like, I'm gonna take that one. Like, I'm gonna, if they want to laugh, I'm gonna take that one. I'm not taking myself too seriously. Like, you can laugh at me if you want. I'm laughing at myself. Is that feeling here? Is that vibe there somehow? which I love, which makes everything so much easier. Together with the Strength card, so there's something like being, there's something being restored or something being returned to you. I'm actually, okay, we're going to wait that. I wanted to just clarify that straight away. But there's something being restored or something being returned to you. So if that is power, if that is strength, clarity, you're starting to just feel more and more steady. Does that make sense? You feel more and more steady within yourself, steady within your emotional body. You're not so up and down anymore. It's like a stability that is brought back into your life. Interesting. So we're starting with this Two of Spring, and I just want to go deeper there. A bright future manifested through hard work and creativity. Two of Spring, why is that here for Pisces, please? Okay. I'll call it to another deck, sorry. Why is this here? There you go. So yeah, every once in a while my Pisces friend makes herself known in the energy here, so she's definitely coming in. So we're starting with the Three of Michael. Like I said, there's something heavier or something. I didn't say heavier, I say there's something, whether it's really good or really bad, something profound has shifted for you, going from like something has happened in your life that has sort of forced you, or has enabled you, I should say. Forced sounds literally really bad. It has enabled you to look at life in a different perspective. It just has taken everything more like, there's no crap tolerance. There's no like, I don't have time for the petty stuff anymore. Like, you know, when those things happen in our life where we just cut to the chase. Like, okay, I'm not interested in gossip anymore, and I'm not interested in like leading a life half full or halfway, or you know, it's just, you know, it's not interesting anymore. But something has led you to that. Something has happened that has led you to those feelings. And then because I say my friend shows up here, we have the Epiphany card. So hello if you're watching. We have my beautiful friend who tried to explain or pronounce this word in the past. She thought it said Epiphany. Like, what is that? Epiphany? I was like, I think it's Epiphany that you're trying to express here. So there's something, like I said, there's something that's going on, something a little bit overwhelming that has happened in the past that leads to an epiphany. It leads to an understanding, a deeper understanding of life, a different angle, a different perspective, a different take or advantage point taken on this whole life, on this whole scenario, that leads to complete beauty. It leads to you understanding what you don't want and what you do want. Everything becomes more crucial. Everything becomes more bluntly in your face. Like, okay, it's like before maybe you had an idea and you sort of, you went back and forth on this idea, and you know, days and weeks and months and even years go by and still we haven't really done anything about it. Now it's like, I just saw this, I could not stop watching, and I was like, I think we have the Masked Singer all around the world right about now, I think. So the Swedish version, I saw the American version a little bit, but since I don't know it's not that fun when we're looking for someone and you don't really know who you're looking for behind the mask. But in Sweden, of course, I know of more people. But I was like, in the beginning, I was like, it's not that fun. I'm not that interested. But then the other day, I think it was the final. I actually watched the final. And it was the end of the final. And it was this guy here. He's a Swedish chef. And I just love him. I love his spirit. I love his energy. I love everything about him. It's like the kindest person ever. And long story short, he came second in this competition. And the thing was that he had a really severe accident 2 years ago where he injured his back, and he was like probably millimeters and seconds from death. And I don't know if he was even in a coma or whatever happened, but the point was, when he came out of that, and when he didn't die, and when he wasn't paralyzed from like his neck down, he was like, okay, that's my cue. I'm just, from now on, I'm just going to do everything that inspires me. You know, just come to that. I'm not saying this is what you experience, Pisces. It doesn't have to be of that magnitude, but there's either something really grand positively that comes in that makes you have an epiphany, makes you shift your perception. The point was that this chef, he went on to The Masked Singer. He was like, was it before that accident had happened and this show would have come on in Sweden, he would have gotten the question like to be in the show? It was like, no way, never. But now it's like, heck yes. And now he's asked like if he wanted to be in the Swedish singing, like the hugest, I think we just started it in America now with the American singing song contest, which is interesting. In Europe, we've had that since, you know, that's how ABBA came about, and that's how, anyway, he's like, he got the question, like, if you're being asked now to be in this real Swedish or European singing competition, would you sort of say yes? And he was like, yes, obviously. Everything that's just inspiring and everything that's really beautiful, he would say yes to, because of what happened to him. There's something here that has happened to you. You've had an epiphany about it, or an understanding, a shift in direction, and you're now just about making anything and everything more beautiful. And you probably are wherever you go. It just becomes more authentic and real. You're being pushed to go into this. You're being like inspired to really follow your dreams and to really just go where your heart leads you. So can you clarify this Princess of Spring, please? Princess of Spring. Clarification there, please. Again. Okay. Sorry for taking time on the wrong deck. I didn't feel it from the beginning. It's like I've decided to go there and then I just do. And so maybe that's okay. It's just because it's the second time it happened. So maybe that's a message in itself. So maybe you've decided to go somewhere. You decided this is your goal. This is your passion. This is your purpose, whatever. This is what I'm going to do. And you go there, but you're called somewhere else to then have the courage, I feel a little bit like, oh my God, I did it again. Sorry for taking your time on something that I wasn't supposed to be in. I was drawn here again. But it took me a bit to really hear that we're not supposed to be in this deck. We're supposed to be in this other one. So maybe you have set the goal or the intention to go somewhere, and as you're amidst it, and maybe even spend some time or money, like really invested yourself a little bit in it, to just have the courage and have the, courage, I guess, to just change. You have the right to change your opinion about something and go in another direction if you're being called there. So Princess of Spring, why is that here, please? And there you go. There's the card. So Aquarius had this card as well. Six of Gabriel, congratulations, you've done a wonderful job. Time to move on to the next project, awards, scholarships, and promotions. It's just showing like, congratulations, you're going to do it. Whatever you're setting out to do, whatever you feel called to do, and you follow that calling, you're going to succeed there. You have nothing to fear. You have nothing to, and this reminds me a little bit of the Aquarius reading. So check the Aquarius reading out if you feel drawn to it. And then we have the Strength. Restoration. You're starting to feel the strength that I'm going for the right deck now from the beginning. The thing is, it might not be this deck now. Now I've decided that this is the deck, but now again I might be called to another deck. So, but it feels like this is it. Why is the Strength card here for Pisces, please? Why is the Strength card here? A gift of passion, opportunity, and inspiration. The chance to do something amazing, a sense of wonder. Look at this. You're getting your footing again. You're getting your balance. There's a new energy coming into your life. There's a deeper understanding. It's just a deeper understanding. You're gaining that courage and strength and power back into your life. And this Ace of Gear, I just adore her. She's just so, and no matter whether you're a woman or a man, she's just really, she knows herself. She knows where she's going, and she has just so much balance. The solidity, the sureness, the steadiness of her is really, and that's what I felt from this first card. So it's just a clarification of that. We have 11 there, and we have Ace. So that is alignment. That's 111. It's a chance to start doing something really profoundly beautiful for yourself. I'm going to go deeper into this message and see what else I can find for you. So you're so welcome to the extension of this. If you feel like it talks to you, go down into the description box. There you find 2 ways of getting there. So figure out whichever works for you. If not, thank you so much, Pisces, for watching this video. I highly, highly appreciate it. Taking out a time in your day to come here and watch this. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you really resonate with me, please consider to subscribe to the channel. It really helps me and it helps the channel a lot. Thank you, guys. See some of you in the extension. Bye.